If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
So a lot of stuff revolving the Epstein list. A lot of documents were unsealed yesterday afternoon. Everybody's reading through the names that are on there. Former President Bill Clinton appears a couple times, but Stephen Hawking is trending. Obviously, everybody knows Stephen Hawking as the guy in the wheelchair that was the genius. There are some emails that were released that he allegedly took part in some group activities with underage people. Those are allegations. But he is trending this morning, and people are making jokes.
But I saw that some people they said that it wasn't true.
Yeah,
the documents revealed it wasn't true.
Epstein,
but I know for a fact it was.
The T. What? How do you know that?
Because Stephen Hawking is deceased, and you can say anything you want about a dead person; they can't sue you.
That still makes me nervous.
I'm good on that. I'm not saying that.
And I'm just kidding, of course. I'm just kidding.
Here's my thing about that. People say, "Oh, his name's on the list." Okay, let's say, for example, Bill Clinton's name is on the list of people who visited the island. That doesn't necessarily mean that because you went to the island, you participated in activities with underage people. You know what I'm saying?
But what is the quote? It has somebody said that he said, quote, about Bill Clinton, he likes them young.
Yeah.
And I'm no Bill Clinton defender. I'm just using him as an example. They're going over, who else's name is on the list. And this assumption has become that if you went to Epstein Island, or if you flew with Epstein, or if you ever met him, that you were involved in these activities. Like, let's don't get carried away. If there are facts, and we can search out facts, yes, name everybody that's involved, and they should all be prosecuted. But if you just met Jeffrey Epstein, and had a business relationship with him, let's just don't start throwing everybody to the wolves, saying everybody that he encountered is guilty of this.
Well, I know for a fact Epstein was all into bestiality.
Ew.
I know that.
Epstein's dead. He
can't sue me either.
got him again.
I'm kidding.
A lot of older creepy guys on that list, though. Ugh.
Yeah, Prince Andrew.
They all have a look.
But you think all older men are creepy, though?
Nah, but these have a look. If you look, they have a certain. I don't know.
I watched. If you watch that Epstein documentary, there's some information that involves Prince Andrew.
Right, he was. Oof.
It looks. It's a bad look.
How you gonna do the queen like that?
Right. You've been given the world on a silver platter, and that
just embarrass her.
Enough. Yeah.
Ugh.
I never hear anything about Epstein without, like, sometimes I even mess it up and call him by the first name Juan, because there was a famous TV character from John Travolta's TV show in the 70s called Welcome Back, Kotter, and his name was Juan Epstein. He was half Puerto Rican and half Jewish. Yeah.
They said that for 2024, the hottest diet of the year is going to be the Mediterranean diet. 7th year in a row, they said this is going to be the hot diet of the year. Mediterranean diet, a lot of fish, heavy emphasis on olive oil, no butter, a lot of nuts and seeds, and fruits and vegetables, lots of grains, things like that.
Your generic, good, healthy stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Chicken and beef, not really a big part of the diet, only for celebrations, they say. So a lot of fish.
I saw yesterday, Kelly Clarkson came out and talked about how she lost so much weight recently. She said, I just simply listened to my doctor. My doctor puts me on a high protein diet, cuts back on carbs, bread, all that kind of stuff. She said, I'm a girl from Texas. I love meat. Sorry, vegetarians. That's the way it goes. But she said it works for her.
Just listening to your doctor. That's all it takes.
And she goes, I don't listen to my doctor very often, but when I do, look, I have success.
Well, have people been saying that she's an Ozempian?
Yes,
though?
she
and
didn't
that's why she was clearing that up.
Well, that didn't come up. She didn't mention that, but that may be why she brought it up. Yeah.
And who cares if somebody's an Ozempian?
What difference does it make?
Their business.
Did she? But she hasn't confirmed that she was on.
No, she did not address those rumors at all yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
She's talking
She does
about
look good.
eating healthier and following her doctor's orders.
I love Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, me too.
Great.
I always have since she was a little baby.
By the way,
I used to change her diapers.
when did people forget that Kelly Clarkson is an incredible singer? Like somewhere along the way, because now I know videos pop up like, I can't believe how great she sounds on this. Yeah, she sounds great on everything.
Oh, well, that the whole thing going around said if you really want your song messed up for you, don't let Kelly Clarkson or Miley Cyrus sing it because they're going to do it better than you do it.
Yeah, they'll both blow it out of the water.
Speaking of singers, Madonna is also trending this morning. It seems to all revolve around this video of her on tour dancing.
Ew.
Yeah, and that's kind of the reaction people are having. Like, what is going on?
What are you doing, girl?
She's kind of hanging onto a pole and just squatting up and down over and over.
She's just vibing to the music.
Yeah,
She's the old dude riding a skateboard to the club.
That looks funny. That does look funny.
kind of an interesting dance.
Yeah.
There.
She needs to go. I mean, it's time for her to be performing at the Hilton. Do lounge night. Come on.
Love that. So those are a few things that are now trending.
So yesterday we had a big conversation about Ace's wife dealing with the online haters. Well, Alexis wasn't here yesterday, but she's here today, and she herself has had to deal with some online haters.
Oh.
An entire city worth of online haters. Oh, man. The biggest city in the world. We'll get into that drama coming up next.
Live on your radio and anytime you want on the Ace and TJ family app or wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Hi, I'm Thomas Davis, and let me tell you why I'm a proud member of Team Neogenics.
If your nagging pain is keeping you from being active, do something about it. Join the long list of pros and average Joes who have found relief with our stem cell and regenerative therapies.
After trying all the others, I decided to try Neogenics. My knees and shoulders haven't felt this good since my college days. If you want to get back in the game, do what I did. Visit Neogenics, where all you have to lose is pain.
When it comes to your money and things like a cash out refi, you hear a lot of stuff these days. Information is flying around, but here's the bottom line. You want someone you can trust. Well, here is someone that we trust. Richard Toccato and the Richard Toccato Companies. We worked with Richard for years, and you know all the ins and outs, and more importantly, you give everybody options.
That's right. We have a lot of options. You know, this one lady, we just refinanced her house, paid off all of her credit card debts. She even paid her car off. She's saving $1,000 a month. So that really changes her life and her, you know, her financial well-being.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to make a house payment until 2024. So, I mean, there's not a better time to do it is when you need the extra money every month.
They call it cash out, is what we call it in the business.
Cash out.
Cash out.
That's right. Cash out.
So it's one free 5-minute phone call right now, 704-800-4719, 704-800-4719, or go to homewithrichard.com. Do it today. You'll be so glad you did. The Richard Toccato Companies. When it's time for you to upgrade any of the furniture in your house, the first thing you need to do is check out Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. You're going to love the people that run Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture. Go to acetj.com/mattress and find them. When it comes to buying or selling a house, you know, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Boy, I got a meaty neck. Meat neck.
Gross.
So yesterday, we told you, we broke the news that Ace's baby is not Ace's baby because some goofball on the internet said that it wasn't. Then Ace thought it was silly and the guy was just being an idiot, but his wife took offense to it and then clapped back at him, as the kids say. She clapped back. So Alexis wasn't here yesterday, but come to find out, she had some clapping back to do herself. Am I using that in the proper context?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
you
about right.
should clap
You
back.
two young urban troubadours. So She clapped back at all of New York City.
Yep.
Oh.
The whole city.
So tell everybody what happened.
So we had a blogger come by our food truck a little while ago, and the video she posted has gone up in views, which is great for us because it's brought us business. But the more views it gets, the more it expands out. And so now the video has expanded out to New York City because the video is about a chopped cheese sandwich that is a traditional New York sandwich. Now all these New Yorkers are commenting saying, that's not a chopped cheese. I don't know what that is, but that's not a chopped cheese. If it's not from the city, it's not a chopped cheese. Like, excuse me?
They're saying that the chopped cheese, no matter how he makes it, can only come from New York City.
From New York City.
That's just
and
dumb.
then more specifically, certain places
And he's
in New York City.
he's from New York.
He's from New York.
Your fiance.
Yeah, like the food that he makes is a lot of the food that he would make in the bodega they had in New York.
Yeah. That would be like somebody in South Louisiana saying something that I cooked is not a Cajun dish because I'm cooking it in North Carolina instead of my home state of Louisiana.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous. So there's one guy commented and he started talking about the history of the chopped cheese and how it starts from Harlem. And he's like, I just hate how all these people just call their food, traditional New York food. So I went to his profile to see what he's about. And he's this old man. He's like, thinks that he's still cool. And he has a clothing brand, quote unquote, clothing brand. So I commented, I'm tired of these people just sticking a logo on a shirt and thinking that they're a clothing designer.
That's what you said to him.
Yep. He did not like that. He sent me a paragraph back. I said, that's a run-on sentence. It's too much.
Yes.
I love that.
I can't with these people. This other girl said it looked watery, and I was like, that's called condiments. She's like, girl, you're from Boston. You need to sit this one down. Only New York people can talk. And I said, I'm talking about condiments. I didn't know that you can only talk about condiments in New York.
God.
These people are rude.
They do think they're special, those New Yorkers. They really do.
And all your food is like from other people.
And do they not care that Jay is from New York? Do they ignore that fact?
There was one comment where, he said that he was from Queens. So now then people were like, oh, Queens doesn't count. Queens, New York doesn't count. So now it's like in specific neighborhoods going against other neighborhoods saying that their chopped cheese is the only type of chopped cheese.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, I'm glad you went back after him.
I had to.
And do you have a grudge against all New Yorkers now before they prove you different?
No, they're horrible. They're horrible.
Yeah, and the people that leave New York recognize how horrible it is, and they try to come to a better place, in the South, that you can actually get to where you're going without getting shot or pushed in front of a subway train.
Exactly. Where we don't have rats just running on the streets.
Exactly.
Like, ugh.
Yeah, but don't say stuff like that to them because I don't want any more of them coming down.
No. Stay over there. Keep your chopped cheese over there then. Eat it over there. We don't want you coming down here.
Yeah, stupid New Yorker in Charlotte.
I'm glad you didn't
Can't
like it.
cook a chopped cheese.
Right.
What do they mean?
More of the chopped cheese.
What do they mean the chopped cheese looked watery? It was condiments.
It had sauce on it, and they're like,
okay.
it just looks watery. I'm like, it has sauce on it. Like, what, you guys like dry chopped cheese? Get out. It's ridiculous. So many people from New York just commenting.
Yeah, 'cause
Did you
they don't
fire
really
back
have
at all of them?
No,
Okay.
it was Christmas Eve. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing that. I did my few comments. Jay was like, all right, just leave it alone. I was like, all right, fine.
Yeah, I mean, you can watch any old episode of Law and Order and see what New York is about. Yeah. Ain't nothing but killing.
Exactly.
Well, killing and chopped cheese, apparently.
Yeah, killing with a chopped cheese. So, good luck with that.
Yeah. We'll see.
So now you think you've alienated the New York people that would be coming to the food? No, because if they're not living in New York, they recognize how bad it is and got out.
I guess, yeah.
Did the influencer like the chopped cheese?
She did like
Okay,
it.
then that-
Yeah, and those people live in New York. They don't even live here. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, just shut up. Stay over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Please. Don't
Please
come
stay
down
up
here.
there.
Whatever.
We don't need all that. All right, so we do like the New Yorkers that have moved down here.
Yeah, they're all right.
As long as you don't vote the way you did when you were up there. And mess everything up for us. All right, there's a story about a magic dog. He's a golden doodle. And this dog is so great that he poops cash. This dog is pooping money. I'll tell you what that means coming up next.
It's radio, it's a podcast. It's the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.
It's more than just a great room that makes the Hyatt-centric South Park Charlotte such a special hotel. It's the great restaurants, the great bar, the great meeting rooms, and a superior location. Make reservations and get details at acetj.com/Hyatt. Today, every company is a technology company. No matter what type of business you're doing, you are a technology company in some fashion. But becoming a fully enabled digital workplace is not easy. That's why you should let CompuCom guide you. CompuCom is a proven leader in managed IT services. They deliver innovative solutions designed for how you work today and, most importantly, for how that will transform tomorrow. They help you deliver results. Just go to CompuCom.com for details. That's CompuCom.com. Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day, leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
It's more than regular funny. It's extra funny. The Extra Funny podcast is live every weekday at 9 a.m. Eastern on the Ace and TJ Family app and available anytime where you get podcasts. Now, more Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Before we get to the story about the dog who poops money, some great news here. A 13-year-old just became the first ever to beat Tetris. And, so heartwarming and inspirational, and gives everybody else in the world suffering from the crippling disease of Tetris hope that they can beat it as well. Sorry, I'm more sentimental now in 2024. So, a couple in Pittsburgh, named Clayton and Carrie. How cute is that? Clayton and Carrie.
CC.
They had a new fence put in, and the people who put in the fence wanted to be paid in cash, which is great. I like that, trying to beat them taxes. Yeah. So Clayton went to the bank and took out $4,000. Less than 30 minutes later, their golden doodle ate it all. Oh. He's 7 and his name's Cecil. So you got Clayton, Carrie, and Cecil. That's cute. And they say he usually doesn't chew stuff like that, but the big stack of 50s and 100s was too enticing for him, apparently, and he got on it. But the good news is they managed to get most of it back. But the bad news is that they had to go through his poop to get it.
There's no way.
And so the bank told them that it isn't that uncommon, and that they would replace any bills that they found as long as the serial numbers were still visible. So they got to work, and Cecil actually puked up some of the cash. But the rest of it they had to get him to relieve himself of in the yard. They collected the half-digested bills, washed them to look for the numbers, and each bill was like putting together a tiny puzzle.
Ew, that's disgusting, dude.
And she described the smell as, quote-unquote, so bad. Thank you. I don't know if it was necessary for the reporter to put that quote in there, She said it was so bad. Good. Gotcha. But they did end up finding $3,550. So the dog got $450 worth of cash as a meal that he got to keep.
Oh, so it never came out?
Mm-mm. Or it was too damaged. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
They said Cecil's fine, and they've already forgiven him.
Golden doodles are dumb, man.
Yeah, I had one, and I loved him so much. He was so, but he was oaf-like, And that's what surprised me. They said this dog usually doesn't chew stuff. Well, mine we had would eat Legos.
But what are
And didn't have to go because we weren't going through poop. We had to pay the vet to, because the vet said he needed to keep an eye on him, make sure he passes the Legos. So they did that.
You know how bad it is to step on a Lego.
Oh.
Imagine pooping one out.
Hey, I've done that, and it's not fun. I mean, stepped on it. I mean, not pooped one out.
what do these people do? Do they just go in and throw $4,000 on the counter, on the table? Who has $4,000 in cash just leaves it laying around the house?
Well, it was just a stack, and must have just put it up on the table.
He thought it was a snack?
Yeah, and they're big, the golden doodles.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have been so angry. Are you kidding me? Oh.
But I mean, that's a considerable amount of money. It's worth, I think, having to do that.
The fact that after all that $450 is $450, but you managed to save almost $3,600, so it's well worth the effort. Absolutely.
The nastiest jigsaw puzzle ever.
Yeah, Cecil though would be telling the story at the shelter to the other dogs.
Man, and then I ate this money, and that's how I got it.
Yeah, how'd you end up here? I'm innocent. No, you're not. Okay. Well, the Tech D Rob did another one of his surprise movie type things, and I don't see how he does this. I really don't. I think it would be. I'd rather probably serve a night in jail than to do this activity that Rob does.
I think it sounds fun.
Well, this is a different one. This is not the one where they go to the theater and get a surprise movie. It's when they go to somebody's house.
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll explain all of it coming up next.
Live in the morning and anytime you want it on the Ace and TJ family app. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show. More next.
Give the gift of health and community with the Gaston County Family YMCA membership. It's more than just a gym. It's an opportunity to join a community, receive support for health and wellness, and participate in programming for all ages. Get details at GastonYMCA.org.
If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to BradhamBrothers.com.
Today, every company is a technology company, but becoming a fully enabled digital workplace is not easy. That's why you have CompuCom to guide you, a proven leader in managed IT services. They'll do more than just get you ready for today. They'll get you ready for tomorrow. Go to CompuCom.com for details.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show from the Calotren Studios. Lose weight the safe and effective way with Calotren. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to get details. Now, Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ.
All right, the Tech D Rob does this, has this new thing in his life with his friends, and it's called Mystery Movie Night. Now, that doesn't mean that they get together and watch a mystery movie. That means the movie itself that they're going to watch is a mystery to everybody except one person. They spin the wheel and it lands on one of the friends, and they have the mystery movie night at that friend's house, and then he or she picks the movie and springs it on them when they get there. Right, Rob?
Yep. Well, yeah, it's not, the place that we go isn't dependent on the spin, but yeah, other than that.
Okay. Y'all go to the same place every time, or you just pick a different one?
We pick whoever's house has enough room for everybody.
Okay. So, you did this last night?
I did.
And what happened?
Oh, weeknight.
I got some pizza for dinner. It was delicious. And then we got to the place, spun the wheel, and it was the same guy that it landed on the last time we did it, but the last time he didn't have a movie ready. So this time he had a movie ready, and it was called I Lost My Body. It's on Netflix. It's a French animated movie that's been dubbed into English.
Oh, my Lord.
And the movie follows a hand that has been severed from its body that is trying to catch back up to its body.
And I would kick his. Like, you gonna put some stuff like that in front of me? Like, I'm gonna watch.
Was
that?
it good
Come on.
though?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah,
I think I would like that.
An
That sounds-
animated French.
Yeah, I love
movie?
animated movies.
Yeah,
there's very little French in it because they did dub it over with English. So
that probably made it.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, look did the words not match with the cartoon faces? Or
No, it was fine. Most of it's not looking at the face because the person. The main character's a hand, so.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
I love it.
I'm telling you,
It's got an
think I'd rather
84%
take.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm gonna
Audience
watch
score.
that.
I'd rather take 40 lashes.
I got both my hands. I'm fitting to put them on you. I'd be livid.
Yeah.
And did all of you nerds like it?
Oh yeah.
I like that because then you watch movies that you wouldn't watch on any other day.
Yeah, but the reason why you wouldn't watch them any other day is because you don't like those types of movies.
But this is how it expands your brain.
My brain is so expanded, I can't even fit anymore
And
in my head.
I guess part of it is the fact that they do all know each other enough, so they all have something in common. So Rob likes anime. He's kind of, and he likes these types of things. He's a movie buff person, so I can see where it's a collective of people who you feel pretty safe, secure, knowing they're going to give us something that we kind of enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Thank you, Professor.
the first person's choice.
Yeah.
The dude's first choice was Borat, but we couldn't find a place that had it streaming. So,
Well, why do you want to watch something you've already seen?
well, not everybody there has seen it.
What?
Okay.
I know that.
Well, here's the
It sounded like boring instead of Borat. That's what it would be.
This I Lost My Body. Critics' consensus: beautifully animated and utterly unique. Takes audiences on a singular, strange journey whose unexpected contours lead to a wholly satisfying destination.
Yep. You've proven me wrong. All this time I thought I had a good opinion on it, that it was terrible. But thanks, Ace, for showing me the error of my ways.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So many things
I'm
happen.
going to watch it today.
Now trending coming up next.
Share Funny is now a little extra. The Extra Funny podcast coming up at 9 a.m. live on the Ace and TJ Family app and anytime wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.